When I heard this story, I'm being dead serious. I had to rewrite it, fact check it, Snopes it, ask Rob. It's unbelievable. I don't know if you've heard this or not. So, a 14-year-old girl, she's walking in a park in Hamburg, Germany, when four guys come up to her. I don't want to say the R word, but they rape her. I have to say, I'm going to say it one time and then that's it. They gang R-word it for a while.
2 hours.
For 2 hours.
Jeez.
They rob her wallet. They take her cell phone. And then after a while, 2 more soulless migrants show up and they her and they record it on their cell phones, all right? Then like a group of vultures, you know when vultures are around the cadaver and they want to summon and let their other boys know, they began inviting other guys on a chat group, on a WhatsApp chat group, bro. Think about this, to come and that there was an isolated girl here that we could all her and keep coming. This is no joke, okay? Then finally she managed to run away and she ran up to a group. By the way, the rapists, shit, last time I'm going to say that word. They're chasing her. She gets up to like a couple people and they realize, oh my gosh, she's distraught. She's in bad shape. They call the authorities. A total of 11 men were initially charged. 2 were acquitted quickly because of the lack of DNA evidence. I'm pretty sure they were probably wearing condoms or they were actually being smart, which that's what people are saying. The sperm of 9 of the men, however, had been successfully removed from the girl's body. Mind you guys, 14 years old. Let that sink in, okay? This happened in the 2nd largest city in Germany, you know. But guess what? Of the 9 remaining suspects, none of them were native Germans. Sounds familiar, like what's happening in the United States. 5 of the men were in possession of German passports, while the remainder were not citizens. Among them, charged, none of them had German heritage. The were identified as Polish, Egyptian, Libyan, Kuwaiti, Iranian, Armenian, Afghan, Syrian, and Montenegrin. So
no Jamaicans, you're in the clear.
No Jamaicans.
With the exception of the Polish, what do all those groups have in common?
Let me go back. Can I read that again? Besides Polish, Egyptian, Libyan, Kuwaiti, Iranian, Armenians are Christians, Afghan, Syrian, Montenegrin.
Muslim.
They all sell rugs at Persian markets.
Exactly. So yeah, a lot of them are Muslim though.
I'm sure they're just there to sell spices and rugs.
Yeah, but
from
this is,
Far
I
East
mean, but
Asia.
that's a lot of people from a lot of different places. But anyway, so the lawyers of these migrants, guess what their arguments were in court? That these guys were operating on high testosterone. Like that's
What?
an excuse for the R word.
Well,
oh yeah,
that is literally what they do all over Europe. Is that they try to teach incoming classes of migrants that sexually assaulting women is wrong, and that European women aren't property and they have to be courted. But these people stare at them blankly, just nothing going on behind their eyes, and they say, "But we want to have sex with them."
Yeah, that's
like we want it.
Well,
so
that's what you
we're
get
gonna
when you
take
get unchecked mass migration coming
because
into the country.
you are importing animals.
Animals.
Yeah, basically like animals. And by the way, I haven't even gotten to the meat. Like, this is tragedy. Just wait. So 68-day trial, 96 witnesses, all of their semen found on this 14-year-old girl. And despite all that, being found guilty and convicted, 1 of these guys served prison time. I'm going to say that again. All convicted, all guilty, 1 of them, and it was a 19-year-old Iranian kid that received less than 2 years, 8 months of juvenile detention for the R word. All right, the rest were given probation and walked that day. And like I said, all that being said, Justin, this is the unbelievable part. This case caused people were going crazy in Germany, right? So for both, the brutality and for the lenient sentences of the migrants. As a result, 1 of the men had his identity and phone number circulated on Snapchat to a bunch of angry Germans, okay? One of them, a 20-year-old woman from Hamburg, messaged the number through WhatsApp, and the unnamed woman called this migrant a dishonorable pig, a disgusting miscarriage, and she added, "Aren't you ashamed when you look in the mirror?" Guess what happened? The targeted guy reported her to the police for insulting messages. She gets arrested and does 2 days in prison. So think about this. The guys that literally sexually assaulted and did what they did to this girl for hours, no prison time, they walk. Somebody that texts them naughty and bad, mean things got actual prison time.
Well, you said their information was circulated to a bunch of angry Germans, and this woman sent text messages.
Yeah.
they don't make angry Germans like they used to, man. when Germans got angry, it used to be catastrophic for the entire planet.
And now
it's text messages.
Now it's a text. And this woman has now been convicted and sentenced to a weekend in prison for remarks. So in court, by the way, this will drive me crazy. She had to show up in court and apologize, Brandon. She had to apologize for remarks saying she acted out of a reflex upon hearing the sickening details of the case. And by the way, she's not the only person that's facing conviction for assaulting these guys. Authorities have reportedly investigated 140 people for offenses related to the insulting threats and detriment towards these predators. So the woman now received more jail time than 8 of the 9 men convicted of the R word. So I just want to say this just really, really fast. Fuck every single one of you. Every one of you pieces of shit, because guess what? This ain't Germany. This is the United States. I hope you guys all, I'll pray for you, but God, I'm telling you right now, if you don't ask for genuine forgiveness, God is going to have his way with you, okay? Because think about it. They're all R-word pigs. I can't even say it. They deserve, by the way, try arresting me in Germany. And by the way, and since we're at it, fuck the German judicial system while we're at it. What kind of lunacy lets a 14-year-old girl get that happen to her for hours on end? They're texting their friends to come and do it. Everybody shows up. And the only person that does actual time, besides a 19-year-old in a juvie, is the girl that said mean things to the guy. But I saw you this whole time shaking your head. Like, what?
It sucks and it's horrible, but it is such a representation of how the Western world works, right? You expose the war crimes, you go to jail. Bush, Clinton, all walk free. Manning, Snowden, all on the run or in prison.
Assange, all these guys.
And it's like the same thing. It's like the real criminals run amok, but then the law-abiding citizen who knew gun law, now you're a criminal. These are the people who get in trouble.
Oh my! And it goes to the point. And it goes to the point, Connor, because I know this is one of the issues that you always talk about. This migration of these people from all these places. This is not brand new, Rob. This is happening, guys. And I'm gonna go to you, and then I'm gonna go to you, Connor. This is happening in the United States every other day. I'm seeing illegals raping. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Underage women, strangling them, killing them. It's like, what are we, guys? It's happening, and I'm tired of people acting like it's not a problem. Brandon.
No, yeah, and this is why I speak about globalism, and that's the most evil, sick, twisted thing in the world, and the thing that we have to fight against most more than anything else, because that's what it is. It's a concerted effort to migrate people, foreigners, into other countries and dilute the culture and create chaos so they could, sweep us into this global world order and, turn chaos into an opportunity for them to consolidate power. So, I mean, this is why there's a populist movement sweeping Europe, and they're calling it far-right extremism, but no, like, it's insane. That's what the EU is trying to do. That's what the European Union has been trying to do by allowing mass migration, ease of transportation from country to countries. And now, I think 50% of them is Muslim now in each of those countries. So, they would call it or what is it?
Well, Islamophobic?
That or xenophobic or whatever. But no, you need to is a cleansing a strong word in the sense of getting people that aren't from your nation out of your nation.
Yeah, well, dude, I mean, it's.
I've never heard cleansings have usually been bad.
I know, that's why.
Well,
That's why I didn't say.
I
it.
would just say mass deportation.
Desperate times call for
what I
desperate
mean.
measures.
Yeah,
but Brandon's right though, because by the way, there's absolutely no way you're gonna get rid of these people. Nobody is going to deport anybody because right now they're not doing it. In the moment, whoever wins, Trump, any Republican, you come in and you have one video or one photo of you grabbing one illegal, you're finished. Your whole thing is going to be kids in cages and all that shit. You already know that.
Yeah,
What's up?
well, just a while ago, a couple weeks back, Germany said we can't deport we can't deport the 80,000 immigrants that we know of that are here because it would take us up to 12 years. It would take them 12 years to move 80,000 people.
80,000? Yeah.
But you're talking about the German judicial system. Same one I reported a couple weeks ago just dropped possession of child porn to a misdemeanor with very minor jail time associated with it. So what we have is a liberal German government allowing outside influences to come in and degrade their culture and assault their women and children. Where have we seen that before, huh?
Yeah.
And then one day, for no reason at all, you know how the rest of that goes.
Yeah.
This has not gone well historically, but it's playing out all over Europe now, where it's happening in England, it's happening in France, it's happening in Italy, it's happening in Germany. Every place that used to be the core of Western culture is now under attack by, like Brandon said, the globalists, the third worldists who want all races and groups of people from the third world to immigrate to the first world so that we can find the virtue in being dragged down to that level.
Holy shit! 'Cause they want us all slaves.
So they don't care when it happens. That is
they
ultimately
like
the
it.
reason. They
Yeah,
like it.
controlled demolition, essentially. That's what.
And
it
then
is.
they want you to get mad and rebel, and then so they could justify arresting you.
Of course. Well, that's how you get martial laws when all shit hits
Yeah.
the fan, and they're like, "Oh, you guys can't control. Oh, you guys are all going nuts. That's it. We gotta, we gotta
need a
protect
populist movement across the entire West, though. I mean, they keep trying to vilify populism as this bad thing, but it's when the majority of people are fed up with the establishment and what they're doing to them. So that's what's happening in Europe, thankfully. So I mean,
Yeah, but look at what cost. Like, they're finally getting fed up, but look what it takes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
look
which-
at what Americans are finally getting fed up when you see the story of the 12-year-old girl that was raped by the 2 animal migrants. where
Under a bridge?
They
They were-
tied her arms behind her back and assaulted her for 2.5
And then
hours
killed her.
before strangling her
And
to
then
death.
strangled her and then recorded it.
And then people go, oh, they're cultural enrichers. So you can't say the term illegal immigrant on MSNBC. We don't use that language.
Yeah.
We can't kick them out.
Idiots.
Where would we get all our delicious food?
I know. If I
Where
hear that
would
one
we
more
get
time,
all our delicious foreign exotic dishes?
Yeah.
You know what? We have the recipes. The rest of you are going back.
yeah. Can you imagine? Like, hey guys, listen. Yeah, your kids are getting sexually assaulted and killed, but
We got tacos.
tacos are sweet. Taco Tuesday.
You ever have an empanada?
Guys, I'm not laughing at it, but that's such a effed up thing because that's the justification of that. It's like, and bro, if I hear one more, the Statue of Liberty says, "Give us your weaker." No, guys, enough is enough. Yeah.
I'd sooner
was-
blow
yeah,
up the Statue of Liberty than allow a single American child to be molested by an immigrant.
I am pro. We are closed signs everywhere on this freaking border.
There are 2 stories that came out yesterday from 2 different news outlets. Border Patrol intercepts multiple illegal immigrant sex offenders in a single weekend. According to this, intercepted 7 previously convicted sex offenders, including those who were convicted of rape, aggravated sexual assault, and assault and criminal unlawful contact with a minor over a single weekend. So they caught 7. That's the amount that they caught.
Yeah.
Same day, Biden's deputies hunt for 50-plus migrants delivered by Islamic State-tied smugglers into the United States.
Yeah.
And these are the people that you want to keep the border open for? Oh, we're bringing in the best and the brightest of. They just need a better life. No, motherfucker, these people are bad people. Some of these have bad hombres. And Trump said that, and they went, oh, he's racist. Well, it turns out they were bad hombres.
Yeah, 100%. Bad hombres and terrorists. By the way,
Bad hombres.
And I think, because if you know that this is happening, I don't care. Christopher Wray and all these pieces of scum, him, Mayorkas, all of them. And you guys know how much I love Mayorkas. It's if you are knowingly letting them come in, then I think you're going to use them at some point to do something bad. And then that's when I think the people are going to flip. Because if the border's wide open and a huge terrorist attack happens, and then we realize, oh, where'd they come from? They came through the open border. Then guess what? Mayorkas, Biden, Department of Homeland Security, all you mother effers are going to have a big problem on your hands because that's when the blood is not only going to be on your hands, it's going to be all over your fucking body because people are, dude, what are we talking about? If that was my daughter, let me explain something to you guys. If my daughter, I don't have any kids, if my daughter of 12 years old was taken advantage of under a bridge by 2 illegals and then she was murdered, you guys are never going to see me again. I'm going to be on some camouflage sniper I'm going John Wick, and I'm going after every single one of these people that are killing Americans because it's enough is enough, all right? And all of you that are sitting at home that are just, because I know we have liberal people that are like, oh, you don't care about the people. Bullshit, because it's never happened to any of your kids, any of your cousins, any of your sisters, your brothers, your fathers, your mothers. And until it hits home, you guys are going to just keep talking shit out of your ass because you guys have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
People are going to take it into their own hands, too, because when they stop feeling safe, people take it into their own hands. So it's going to start being like neighborhood coalitions that start protecting themselves.
Well, that's the point.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to have to come to that. But anyway, all right, guys, we got to move on. My blood pressure's going up, and I said, sorry that I said the R word a couple times.
Once
but
again, forehead veins.
yeah, that's right. You
bulging.
guys see that thing. But all right.